Alright, I guess I'm live tonight. Jason was having some issues, so he lost power. How's it going, Jerry? On English. Throw the link in here and see if anybody wants to come in with me. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends. But how's it going tonight? I figured I'd do this pickup for Jason tonight because he's having some problems. So we'll see how this goes tonight, guys. Okay, I think I got everything set up. We got 5 people in here. Hey, Leighton, what's up? I don't know if he's gonna get on or not. He was having some technical issues, said he lost power. So I figured I'd jump in here and help him out tonight and fill in the spot. Hey, Wendy, how's it going tonight? Nothing's really been going on. I ordered some parts for the truck this week, and hopefully I'll be getting. Jason said he's done for the night. He just sent me a text message. So yeah, I had that happen. But I got the stuff for the exhaust and got the carburetor spacer I was needing. Everything else. If anybody wants to jump in, here's the link. My life probably won't be as good as most, but we'll try and see how this works. We'll be on here for about an hour. Hey, Punisher, how's it going? Hopefully I won't get any trolls coming through. Power goes out a lot in Ohio. Well, it's Ohio. So what more can you say? At least it's not Iowa. Idiots out wandering around. But we're just chilling in Jason's spot tonight, just to see how things are going. Let's see. Yeah, it's way too hot outside. Work's been a pain. Y'all having like rolling blackouts out there or something? Because I know, I work for the power industry and we've been doing just about everything we can to get, to keep keep the lights on for everybody. It's been every day, all day. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, crews are probably pretty stretched out this time of year. Hey, it's Mopar Al. Now I feel like I've made it. Mopar Al showed up to my live. But yeah, here this week it's supposed to be in the hundreds all week. So we're trying to buy all the power we can. It made us all dependent on natural gas. Took away most of the coal plants, so we have nothing else. You know, so we got to use the gas plants, and just about every gas plant TVA owns, you know, they're running. So can't work on nothing. Can't do anything that would upset the power. Here's Jason.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened, but it literally had no. Oops, I gotta. All right, you there?
Yeah, I think we can hear you.
What's up, everybody?
Like I said, you said you ran out of power, so I was like, well, I'll go ahead and pick up for you tonight.
Man, it's just that's how the whole day's been for me today. It's been
wow.
It's been a shit show. It went out at work, and the computers went down, and just oh god. And then I was working on a car here at the house, and none of that would work out. So I was like, well, screw it, I'm gonna go live. And then I'm like,
yeah,
somebody's got a freaking voodoo doll, and they're just poking the shit out of me.
Well, you know, like I was saying before you came on, you know, I work in the power industry, and we're doing just about everything to keep the lights on.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, man. It's hot. Everybody's running their air conditioning, and you know, it's insane.
Well, they got like these phases that they go through, which is, you know, and they do it in tens. And when you get to 40, they start asking the public to start backing off their ACs and stuff. And then when it gets to 60, they start talking to businesses and having them cutting back on their stuff.
Yeah, it's nuts. Somebody just sent me something on Facebook. Is it live on Facebook too? Maybe that's where I screwed up.
More.
I think I might have clicked I was on Facebook and not. No, that was what we did earlier. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just fucked up. Yeah, he said he could hear you, but not me. It's my neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind. Who knows, man? So what's up, Dan? What's up, Mopar Al? What's up, Big Mike? What's up, NSB? Dan?
I kind of felt important. I seen that Mopar Al stopped by my live. Yeah. I felt important for a second.
Al's cool. I try and stop by his when I can.
Yeah, I got on his a little bit last night. He didn't answer my question though, because he said if he got through Power Tour, he'd race me at No Name Nationals. He never answered me.
Uh-oh. Al says
we'll just have to see.
Well, he did pretty good doing the Power Tour. He did the whole thing and didn't have any issues. So That was
Well,
pretty
I'm
awesome.
sure he was sweating to death in that car, though.
Oh, I bet it was hotter than heck, man. For sure. It got hot here today, but it's supposed to be worse tomorrow. Oh, somebody. Oh, that was you saying you were live.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was on somebody's live the other night. I think it was Barrows, and we brought up the subject. I have that DIY Facebook group,
Yeah.
and Buzz had me send him the link, and dude, it blew up. My brother's one of the admins. He was like, "Dude, my phone's been dinging all day."
Oh.
It gained like 100 in like, a day. I think he put it up Saturday. Was it Saturday or maybe Sunday? And yeah, he was at my house. He was like, "Dude, my phone's blowing up."
Wow.
What's up, Redbeard? So yeah, he's the dude, man. I looked at his Facebook group, and he's got almost 500,000 members in his. So I mean, it's
Wow.
it's all there. So yeah, I've been freaking just
What's
sweating
up,
all day.
Ti? But anybody's welcome to come in.
Yeah, come on in.
There's the link. So if you want to come in and say hi, that'd be fine. I've been talking to Austin with, Daddy's Money Garage,
Mm-hmm.
and they're getting really close to first fire on the Junkyard Jet.
Oh, good. Yeah, I like him. Those guys are great.
So he's gonna let me know whenever they do the fire and let me come up there, and I'll do a live.
Oh, that's
or
cool.
at least a video of my own up there.
Mm-hmm. Are you close to them?
About 3 hours. I'm just, it's okay. Memphis to Nashville, so
okay, got you. So
it's really not that far.
You're just going across the state there, huh?
Yeah, it probably cost me $300, to get there. Yeah. Well, the messed up thing is, I pass a gas station on my way home, and it's $4.29 a gallon, or $4.49 a gallon. Sorry. Well, just 2 miles down the road, it's $4.15 a gallon.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Well, be glad you don't live up here. It's freaking $5 a gallon for gas and like $6.19 for diesel. So.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's killing us, dude. Killing us.
Well, the only thing that keeps us kind of cheap on gas is the fact that we have a refinery in town.
Okay.
So they don't have to pay as much for the transport of it.
The delivery, yeah. I think that we've got one in Northern Ohio, which would be like 3 hours away. Like if I want to go up to Lake Erie. And then I know there's another one over in Indy. I mean, I don't, I just know it's there because it's by the racetrack. So
yeah,
right near the airport there. So
yeah,
but yeah,
well, just south of downtown is the Valero refinery. So it's always a little bit cheaper right here in Memphis.
I saw today on the news they're going to give a federal tax something or other. It's like 18 cents a gallon. I'm like, that's bullshit,
Just open the pipeline and let the prices come on down.
We could have had all kinds of Canadian fuel coming in, or oil or whatever the hell they,
Right.
I don't get it, man. And it's like
I don't either.
I live in Ohio, and this is the first place they ever even took oil out of the ground. The Rockefellers or whoever up near Cleveland. It's like I know there's oil here. Hell, where we go camping, it's kind of out in the boonies down in the northeast Ohio. And there's those little, like, hit and miss, things just pumping away,
Yeah.
And that's on Grandpa's, Bob's Road Farm or whatever, It's like, oh shit, I don't know. It's crazy. But I went to talk to some people about another job today, believe it or not.
Think about changing positions.
Yeah, I need more money, and the way all the red tape stuff goes where I work now, because it's a government job. It just
Right. I know how that goes.
oh yeah, it's like, man, they authorize a raise, but cheese and crackers, it take us a year to get it, and
Well,
yeah.
we tend to get one like every January, and it's like
Mm,
2.5% maybe.
yeah, that's what we got, and then because we signed a new contract, and so we got a little bonus and a little bump, but it's just, but I got to looking where I top out versus where I'm going to start at this other place is like $5 an hour difference, more.
Wow.
Yeah, and this cat's, it's a little mom and pop, which is who I love working for because I don't have to deal with all the BS, and
Yeah.
so it's just my job. It's like I've noticed a lot of it's bull crap. It's just a lot of passive aggressive shit.
Yeah.
But they make you that way because if you say anything, then you'll get in trouble anyway. Which
Right.
I don't care. I say how I feel. Which most of
Well,
the guys there do.
Well, what sucks where I'm working is Memphis went to COVID, red this week.
I just saw a something pop up like on Facebook or something, that the CDC little map thing, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean,
So now we have to mask up anytime we're indoors.
oh, jeez.
I mean, heck, we've been working around each other forever. So
yeah, we're like family, right?
yeah.
Oh man, I tell you, I let my temper get to me a while back, and they kept talking about that shit on the news every morning. Every day we play it on at work, and I had a Coke bottle, like a plastic Coke bottle, an empty one, and I got pissed and I threw it at the TV, and dude, it hit the TV just perfect with the lid, and it broke the screen like lightning rodded the screen.
Wow.
I'm like, I just get my phone, I get on Walmart, I'm like, I'm gonna order another TV. I'm sorry. I was just like, I'm done hearing this shit,
Oh, I know. One of the guys that worked today was running the board. He was watching the November 6th trial.
Oh yeah, that's a bunch of
Yeah.
shit, dude. We got
And I was like, dude, why are you watching this, man? Why?
Yeah.
Gives me a headache.
Yeah, we if we turn that on, because we're old, so we watch Price is Right and then the noon news.
Yeah.
And we go to lunch at 11:30, so we turn it on, and it was that. I was like, turn that thing off. I got a pop bottle in my hand.
And I bought that TV.
They're like, okay, we're gonna shut it off. We're gonna shut it off.
You're like, I bought that TV so I can break it.
I'll break that some bitch. Yeah. I'm like, I don't have a real bad temper, but it's just, man, it's just every day it's the same old
I know.
song, It's like, come on, man, can we have like something positive for crying out loud, and then everybody's pissed because it's it's costing them a bunch of money. And
look who's here. Look who's here. Everything's been gone.
100 days to go, boys.
I came here just to show how little time there was left.
Yeah. I
remind me that I got to get moving.
I did put the engine
You're
in the
not
truck.
the one that's behind.
I did put the engine in the truck yesterday. I did do that.
In the East, there are 2 hours and 57.5 minutes until we go to double digits.
Yep, that's crazy. What did we start out at? I can't even remember. God.
I know it was well over 200.
Yeah, it was like 248 or something like that.
Big Mike's Hoopty Barnes' Riff Raff in the house. This is actually that out. But see where
Nice.
Put a note on the back. I put the note side out for now until I redo the board back here because I'm starting to run out of real estate, right?
Check this out. What Barrows sent me. He drew me a picture of a troll. And it says, get out there and fix something before Barrows breaks it.
Very nice.
Isn't that cool? And he said,
that's awesome.
I know. He is the freaking best, man.
I've got
I got it stuck up on my wall right here. Ooh, I'm gonna poke my
Well,
thumb.
Travis was telling me the Junkyard Jet Boys, right? You're going to go see them.
Yes.
So I got a sticker, Daddy's Money Garage. I got it in the mail this morning.
Nice.
I flip it over. Well, you can read that. It says,
No.
John, did you know we went to the lake with Whistling Diesel? So I get this in the mail. I get it. It was either last night or this morning. I get it in the mail. I put up my community post in the meantime that says, and how much do you think they paid to have Cody from Whistling Diesel airbrushed into that photo? We run this joke not even knowing that the other is doing it too. It's become a lot of fun.
Yeah, I saw that post. Did I happen to mention that I went to the lake with Whistling Diesel?
We have so much fun with that now.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome.
Anyway, yeah, I'm starting to get a lot of stuff show up. I got Dr. Art. Got him up here now.
Mm-hmm. His must have fell off my computer. Well, he sent me a bunch. He sent me a package that had a bunch of them on it too.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ooh.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
The hoopty.
Check that.
Nice.
Now look at this. I had no idea, but I told him, I said, I wanted the 11th shirt because 11 is my favorite number. Check out the sleeve.
That is freaking
Oh,
awesome.
that is cool.
How righteous is that? I love it.
I should have told him I wanted the 13th one and I put my mask on. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Don't tell me.
Where's mine at? I think the stupid cat must have got a hold of mine.
I mean, this is these are nice
That
shirts.
is a nice shirt, yeah.
I'm not like doing like a review or anything for Mike, but these are nice, heavy Gildan shirts. Very nice.
I literally have one shirt left. Let's see what size it is. It's a small. Like, I'm just going to give this to my grandkids. That's all I got left.
Actually, I used to years ago. I used to sponsor the bench press competition at Virginia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
For I don't know how many years, more than 10 years. And it was funny because I always got a size small event shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I know those people are thinking, what in the world does he want that for? And then one year when they were doing their 11th contest, they had somebody new who was organizing it at the school. And they said, we want to do a new shirt design and we want to look at all the past shirts and figure out something, for this year. And they said, well, we don't have all those files anymore. And they said, oh, no, we know somebody who has one of every shirt. Frame them, see. But they're small. And the smalls, if you're going to take a shirt and frame it for the artwork, a small is what you want.
Right.
You get size artwork and less cotton to package, right?
Yeah.
But I brought all them in. They're like, oh, well, now we know why he's wearing, 275. Well, even at that time, 204. 200-some pound dude is getting a size small shirt. It makes sense. I wasn't rocking like a midriff shirt or anything.
You didn't have it tied up in the front.
These are images that are not going to let me sleep tonight, Jason. Thank you, Jason.
You know
Give me PTSD from it.
So you know what? I'm so glad I didn't take my fork in the kitchen from dinner because I needed to get that image out of my head.
Oh Lord!
I think I got. Yeah, I got Barrows. I like Barrows stickers. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm waiting. He said he was sending me some. I ain't gotten them yet.
He said he was having quality issues with them. I'm like, man, these look
the
better than
Well,
mine.
he's saying whenever you tried to peel them off, they'd stick to the paper and stuff.
Oh, okay.
The carrier pigeon had to rest coming from Idaho.
Probably.
All right. So speaking of that, I got a good story for you. My cousin decides to take her Tesla from Northern Virginia to Decula, Georgia, which is the Atlanta metro area. It's actually closer in Atlanta, and then back to Roanoke, Virginia, right? So it's a 7-hour drive one way and 6 the other. She stopped 4 times to charge that car.
Jeez.
In one day. and broke a 7-hour drive up over 2 days. Stopped to charge it 4 times. And said it gets worse battery / gas mileage, however you want to think of it, the faster you drive because it's a direct drive, 1-speed car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
CVT.
I mean, man, I had no idea what traveling with one of those things was like. It takes over an hour to charge one, even with a Tesla station. And the people were backed up trying to use them, drive 17 miles out of the way to get to a station. But I heard that experience. I thought, there is no way they're anywhere near ready to roll these things out in mass like some people want to think.
Well, I mean, the thing is, the electric cars are for in town. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really all they're good for.
They took it to Texas once. How long did that take? A week and a half? I mean,
well, Thanksgiving will be there by Christmas.
I'm gonna one of these days we're gonna see a hardcore Tesla fan get this little matching little teardrop trailer to look just like the car, just to carry extra battery.
Or a diesel generator.
No, you put a diesel generator in it. Yeah.
You get passed by one, it sounds like a Cummins.
Yeah.
Generator.
The heck do you do that thing?
Oh, you could weld off of it too. That might be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd
be the way to go. Just get you one of those Miller generators and put a tow hitch on it.
Or convert it to gas.
Yeah, we've got welders that run on gas and diesel, actually. Yeah. And they're a welder and a generator. So but man, they drink it. I mean, they drink it because they run just 1 speed,
Right. Once you get them up on, like when you're welding, they're just
put load on it. Yeah, it and just blowing black and
Those things
don't
have.
Tony?
They're direct drive with the electric motor, right? So they don't have any overdrive. So the only way to save gas is just to drive slower.
Mm-hmm.
And turn off the air conditioning because the air conditioning's got to run electric too, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, everything.
Right.
Power steering, everything.
At what point do you say, okay, so that I can make it to the next town instead of some, place in Charlotte where you got to shoot your way in and shoot your way out? At what point do you say, this is miserable? Because what are you doing? Taking the air conditioning off? How far can I put the windows down to keep from having drag? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, that's kind of wild that they didn't put like a transmission of some type in there, where it would shift through the gears and keep your RPMs on your motor better.
Yeah, the hybrid cars have a CVT, constantly variable. But I don't know about the electric ones. I heard that they're just a direct drive, and then they actually use degenerative braking when they're slowing down. They're actually not using the brakes. It's the motors turned into generators on the on the wheel speed sensors and stuff.
Right.
But it doesn't keep up. It's
no.
They try and make it like it's a perpetual motion machine, which we all know that's a bunch of hooey, It's like,
that's some of my. I'm going to be doing some experimental video and disproving that, because a lot of people have been saying, hey, you need to put alternators on all 4 wheels with the electric motor and it will run forever. No, it won't.
Right. It mechanically fails if nothing else. I mean, it's going to overheat. The bearings are going to go bad. The wiring is going to get hotter than anything.
Look at trains. So you have trains that are electric motor run by diesel.
Yep.
There's no free lunch here.
Yeah.
There's not.
Well, the trains were like the OG hybrids,
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you get, 20 miles per ton, 20 miles a gallon per ton on a big train. That's actually pretty good gas mileage if you think about how much they're pulling.
Man.
Oh yeah.
They're hauling.
So I'm kind of wondering why they never did that with cars. Put a small diesel generator with electric motor.
We should retrofit some Teslas.
There we go.
I want to see some dude with solar panels on his Tesla, staggered back like a flap wheel that came apart, and go down the road looking like a porcupine. and the guy would start going up a hill. No, the sun, and he would turn around and start backing up the hill.
It's always got to face the south, man.
Right. He goes
if you made the whole body out of solar panels,
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. Just make the whole body out of solar panels, and you'll be fine.
We went camping 2 weekends ago over in Indiana. There was a camper that the whole roof was solar panels.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
This is
Well, I
from
mean-
Barrows.
Mhm.
Woo! And that is the coolest. Got my favorite number on there. So there you go.
That was man, that was
I'm trying to make sure I'm not having anybody else in here.
that was Ned Jarrett's number,
I can't
think,
see.
for a long time.
I just like number 11. That's my favorite number.
Well, when you're rolling dice, it is.
Yeah, 7 isn't a good one.
Nope. Snake eyes, baby.
11 is just the best number. I don't really know why. I know this, though. An Office Max closed down in town, and I found that in the middle of the floor.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it goes to. It was laying in the middle of the floor. And I said, hey, man, I was going to ask him, what are you doing with that? I didn't have to say anything. He said, hey, you can keep it. They were just selling
Probably
shelves.
like
I
a-
was buying some shelves. So
Probably like an aisle marker or something, you know.
Yeah.
yes, but I think it's cool.
That is cool. It matches that shirt for sure.
It's
Yeah.
like dart sport. It's it's never the wrong answer.
Oh, it's two. Yeah, you always have to right.
Yeah, it's 2 number 1s.
Double of whatever it is. Yeah. Actually, it
Unless
is
you're
two
in
number ones,
13
isn't
feet
it?
of water, and that's the length of snorkel. That might be the wrong answer. But otherwise, 11 is never the wrong answer.
Neither is 42.
No. According
Whatever
to
number works for you.
the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah. I know that one.
Answer to the question of the universe.
42.
And dart sport.
Nice.
Gotta have that handy. I keep my 11 dart sport, my participant book handy, and then I got a couple of shirts in here. Oh, and my phone. You never know. I might get a phone call from somebody important.
Man, you look like Queen Elizabeth.
I like the phone.
Is that an old rotary phone?
Yes, of course it is.
That's cool.
What do you think? The self this
What's
thing.
up,
let me
Mike?
tell you, I could build 18-inch arms curling this phone. This
Oh, yeah.
I am not kidding. This phone weighs more than 5 pounds.
Oh, I bet.
I'm sure it is.
That's some old school stuff there.
What is happening, y'all?
Mike, what is going on?
Hey,
Well,
Mike.
I just had to come here and set the record straight. Now, I told that was the 11th shirt, but also I was going to put it right here. My wife, Mama Hoopty, is the one who said no. Put it on the driver's side sleeve,
I agree.
just
Nice.
like the race car guys.
You
And
got
I'm
it.
like, okay.
Did you
That
hear
was
what I
smart.
said? I
So
said,
give Mama Hoopty her due.
Well, you can tell by my mismatched hand that I drive with my arm out the window. That's perfect.
Yeah.
got the trucker tan.
Well, I've got the tractor tan, so both of mine are the same.
I got the trucker tan. I got
Yeah.
the trucker tan.
I literally have more age on this arm than this one from the tan. I've done it all my life.
I said I should have told Mike I want number 13, so I put that on and then put my Jason mask on.
I saw that. Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody will look at one arm or the other and say, man, only half of Wilburn does meth.
Yeah, Travis bailed me out. I had some major technical difficulties earlier. I don't know what it does this every now and then. I got to reset it all.
Goodness.
Tomorrow it goes to 99. I
Yeah,
think I'm going to keep the font size, but it's going to look weird
yeah,
because it's going to shrink a little. It'll look
a little
different.
bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you'll be saving paper.
I won't make it there. That was just too. Yeah. Project suggestion. I'm going to chop about 2 inches off the paper, then stick it in my printer and see how much it likes that. I would be clearing jams that hadn't even made yet. It would
Oh,
be just
yeah.
water and stuff just poured out of that thing.
Or to be confetti, just like
You know it's a bad printer when it's got 4 trap doors for clearing jams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, ours looks like a transformer when you're trying to get rid of a jam at work.
Oh,
Yeah, it starts throwing doors open and yeah.
this is a brother printer. Clearing a jam out of that thing is like putting headers on an A-body Mopar with the hood shut. It's just you take the drum out and a toner cartridge, and you flip the top and you open the back and you clear everything, right? Like you've done everything but take this thing apart with a pipe wrench, right? And you put it back together and it still says all this stuff is jammed. I'm like, no, I just have more stuff apart than there are parts in this printer. There's nothing in there. And you look 16 more times and there's nothing in there. And then you plug it in and plug it back and there's nothing in there. And then at 3 o'clock in the morning, it decides to start running.
Start printing.
That prints 900 copies of whatever you were doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And the cat's asleep on top of it and it goes crazy. Yeah. My kids do that all the time because the printer's in our room and they'll be doing schoolwork on their laptop and the cat loves to sleep on it. And yeah, and all of a sudden it's like, she's like, whoa, whoa. She starts running around.
What's up, Wild Rose?
What's up, Wild Rose? What's up, Buff? What's up, Tom Cook? Punisher Lamons.
99 days and a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here in the East, it's going to be
3 hours.
2 hours and 40 and a
40
half
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
It will be on day
Yeah.
99. But the
Yeah.
track is Central Time, so it's fair to say 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You got 1 extra hour.
That's right.
Okay, so 99 and a quarter.
Mhm.
But we're going to go back to standard time before the race, too.
Oh, yeah, we are, aren't we?
I
Yeah.
thought they were quitting all that garbage.
I don't know. I'll know.
We would hope.
I'm going to duck out for just a second.
You know, I have
All
I've always had the perfect idea for that whole daylight saving time controversy. I have the very perfect fix for it that everybody should be on board with. You should just set it right in the middle, 30 minutes,
Yep.
call it good, and everybody just shut up about it.
I've never understood. I mean, I get what they were trying to do at one time, but it just doesn't. We don't need that anymore. It doesn't.
No,
it's
No,
not
we don't.
You know, we don't put up our hay with pitchforks. You know, we just don't.
Well, what was it ever meant to do anyway? Because it looks to me like if you work on a business that needs daylight, you just work whenever that daylight is.
You know, and that's really it. It's politicians outsmarting themselves. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Which
that's
isn't hard
What's
to
up,
do.
Shot Cat?
Yeah, the people making our rules actually think they're creating time. That says a lot right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, okay. So if you stay up an hour later at night, did you just make the day a hour longer? No, you didn't.
My aunt was in
No.
Alaska last week and said that they would have daylight at midnight and they would have daylight at 3:30 in the morning.
Yep.
How wild is I would love to see that sometime.
Yeah, I was up there.
It's really weird to watch the sun go around the horizon.
Man,
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
that'd be neat.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell what time it is. I mean, we were out there, we're fishing. I mean, we're just, you know, and they're like, we hear the horn for the ferry to go back across the river. On the Russian River, when you're salmon fishing, they have a ferry that goes back and forth. And at 11 o'clock at night, the horn sounds for the last ferry. And I hear the horn, and I'm like, there's no way it's 11 o'clock. I mean, it's like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you know?
Yeah,
And
it's like dusk.
and it's like it's 11 o'clock. We've been out here fishing for 14 hours.
Fun fact: they frown upon you bringing this on a cruise ship. Just saying.
225.
They also frown on you taking a keychain made out of one of those
Yeah.
on an airplane. They will not allow that at all. They will confiscate it.
Back in early 90s, my dad carried on a tackle box, a fishing tackle box, and he carried it on a plane. And they ran it through the scanner. Of course, it set it off. Thing's full of metal.
Yeah.
And they confiscated his fillet knife. Confiscated. But all the hooks and all the small knives and all that went right through. It was a different time, right? carry the tackle box on plane. Well, when that alarm went off, this old woman behind us, she all but climbed over his back to see what it was. I thought her eyes were going to come out. She literally looked like a up over top of him trying to see what set that alarm. Like, I couldn't get over that.
Yeah, I was randomly selected at the Anchorage airport.
Oh, yeah.
You're like a terrorist. It's all right.
For a what did they call that? A in-depth screening. I
Oh,
was randomly selected. And I was like,
Doesn't sound good.
I was like, yeah, really, randomly selected, huh? Well,
I had my
we had some words.
I had my wrist brace on in the airport, and they did that to me. Sir, can you please step over here? I'm like, for what? Oh, we have to check that thing, and I'm like, it's a stupid wrist brace. And they did this like little scanny thing on it, and then they wiped it on their glove, and I'm like, what?
Made sure you didn't have an explosive arm. Huh?
I was mad. Yeah, I was like,
I flew out to a rifle class in Oregon here a few years ago at Thunder Ranch, and we took 2 ARs and 3 pistols and probably about 30 magazines. Anyway, we have all this packed in this one hard-sided metal case that's padlocked, and it wasn't any big deal flying out of here, right? Southwest Virginia was easy, nothing to it. Get to Nevada, no problem, right? No problem. Coming back though, I think we did a connector in is Reno. We're on Reno, and check in there, and coming back, didn't have time to get anything clean. So these things just smell like a Chinese gunpowder factory, right?
yeah.
So I'm like, okay, if they're swabbing today, there is a 1,000% chance that we're getting pulled over and questioned. All right, there's just no doubt. It was. We had the powder all over us, right? We go in this lobby, and there's all these tourists, wearing their little sweater vests and stuff. Here we are. We got boonie hats on and muddy, jeans, and we just been in like a field training for 4 days.
Right.
So it's funny because we checked the case, and some other dude comes over and call your name, right? This dude just walked up to us, and he knew exactly who it belonged to because we didn't look like any of the hundreds of other people in that airport. Those 2 dudes are the ones out of that case. So we went back, and it wasn't too bad. He did want to take the foam out the back to look down in the case and stuff. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't major surgery. But the worst one was trying to think what the other one was one time, an airport I had. I think it was Phoenix or something similar. I can't remember now, but they do it completely different. They are, as soon as you come in to declare firearms, they whisk you away to another part of the airport with security and your case in this back room. And man, it's scary. It's like, this is the room people don't come back from and don't.
This is the room with another exit.
Yeah.
So I'm in the room, and they're opening the case and all this stuff, and I'm like, "Boy, this is like court here." It's like if they find it, they've already got you, right? I mean, what? It was crazy. And then they were fine, but they all do it differently. But I'll tell you, that one was the worst. Was Phoenix.
Yeah. I was in Tulsa Airport several years back, and when they first instituted the body scanners, and it was the first time I'd ever seen it. And I stepped inside. They said, step inside here. I stepped inside. They said, put your feet inside the yellow footprints. I said, well, this is new. They said, put your hands over your head. I said, well, that ain't new. Sir, can you step over here?
The best one I ever saw was here in Dayton. We were getting ready to go to Vegas, and it was a younger guy. You could tell he was military. I think he was a sniper or something. He had some big gun. I didn't even know what it was. And they had him open the case, and it was 2 ladies there at the, where you check your luggage in. And he had all this ammunition in there. And she was like, she was real nice. She was like, honey, that ammunition needs to be in a different box. So they were counting rounds, and they're just, he had so many, and it was some big gun. I don't know what it was, but
I did that at Charlotte Douglas one time, declaring a firearm. The airline's policy, so Southwest is more lenient than any other airline, but Southwest will let you leave your magazines loaded, and the other ones all make you keep the ammo in a box, right? Now, you can still put all of it in the same case. Well, I said, okay, well, since the airline expressly allows it, I'm going to leave my magazine out of the pistol in the case, just exactly what they said. So this woman who barely functionally literate, apparently, she says, well, you can't do that. I said, well, your policy says I can. So she goes to her screen and reads it. She says, ammunition may be stored in magazines or ammunition feeding devices. She says, see, it says right there you can't. She just read that I was right.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
She disagreed with me. So she goes and gets a supervisor, and the supervisor reads it on the screen and says, well, I want to make sure before my plane is getting ready to roll, right? So I said, here, and I just flick. So there's rounds rolling all over the counter. They're rolling off on the floor, and I said, bye. They said, we can't take these. I said, you just did. I went on, and the guards at the the conveyor and all, they were laughing about it. I wondered what kind of reception I get, but they thought it was funny. I've got a bunch of these. I've been flying with guns for 20 years.
I haven't flown since before 9/11.
It's changed a bunch.
It is.
Oh, I'm sure it has.
Best airport check a gun, McCarran, like in Las Vegas, they're like, why are you checking this? Most people carry them on.
Yeah,
they're really laid back there.
Yeah, when that guy that was flying with us, and it was Southwest, by the way. Yeah, when he got there, he's like, "Oh, do I need to do this?" And they're like, "No." Like, thanks for your service. Yeah,
there's still a few decent ones out there. Not a whole lot, but there's
like
a
I said,
few.
the girls here in Dayton were so nice with it. They were like, "Honey, that ammunition's not allowed to be in the same case." He's like, "Oh." Yeah, funny. I've really never seen anybody get fooled with too bad about it,
I brought like 400 rounds of 223 one time. Brought it back. And that was interesting. Because what I had to do is your bag can, and that's another thing too. You travel as much hardware as I do. It pays to have your own scales, right? So that bag can weigh 50.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And if you're flying with some airlines, they're like, okay, it's 55. If you're flying with like Delta, if it's 50.01, they'll hold up the line and shake you down. And so anyway, I weigh this bag. I wound up wearing about 3 shirts and 2 jackets and all this stuff trying to make room in the bag. Because
you're walking around like, yeah.
You can carry 11 pounds per passenger. So we both had like a 15 pounds. They let the excess weight go. They didn't care, but I split it up and we looked really stupid, man. We had all kinds of stuff and carry on and all these bags and all this stuff. And it was all just in the name of making that work with the weight.
Yeah.
And I remember one time we got held up by the TSA. I think we were coming home from Vegas one time, and this lady was with us also. She had like a roller bag, and it had like a zipper on it with a lock on. I'm like, what the heck is this? And they told her she had to check it and do this. She was like, no, I'm carrying it on. And she was mad. Well, it was full of jewelry. She was like, I am not checking this bag. And they're like, well, you're going to get on another flight. She was like, okay, fine. She was adamant that was not getting checked. She was carrying that on her person.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, that was kind of weird. I'm like, that must have been a lot of jewelry.
Didn't want that out of her sight.
No, I mean, I can't blame her.
Well, if you've got valuables, you do not want to leave them to the baggage handlers because they care not about your stuff.
Oh man, they started putting a big red tag on any baggage that has a gun in it when it's checked, right? So it's a bad idea because don't you know thieves know when they see that red tag at the baggage
Yeah.
claim, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, shopping.
Oop,
What they're
guns.
what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to hold it in the office. You show ID to pick up your bag. The problem with that is those people go home at 5 o'clock. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
one time they left my bag sitting there for hours, and there's no security on the claim side at all. You can just walk in off the street, pick up a bag, and leave if you wanted to. Right?
Mhm.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
never dull flying with guns. I can tell you, it's just it's always a thorn.
Yeah, I remember we were had a little bit of a delay on one of our flights, and I already had all my baggage checked and all that, and we got on the plane. We're sitting there, and I just happened to look outside, and here comes the guys with the baggage, putting it in the belly of the plane. And I mean, these dudes were like kicking it off
they're
the
just
cart,
swinging. Yeah.
rolling it
Yeah.
over there, and I'm just like, wow, really?
They come up with those little trains and shit falls off of them and they don't care,
Yeah, but I mean, one guy literally
Run it
took his
over.
foot and shoved
Oh,
the
yeah.
stuff off of it because he went like this and it wouldn't come loose, so he took his foot and like shoved them off on the ground. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
wow, right in plain sight, and it's like they don't care. What are you gonna do?
No.
Fire me?
Right. Well, they don't make hardly nothing at all.
Yeah.
I got a friend that's been fueling airplanes for years, and he's barely hit $16 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother Rob worked for Emery Worldwide doing that stuff at night, and yeah, they didn't pay him nothing,
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of those thankless jobs out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
One
Unfortunately.
thing I like about when you go to an airport is you'll see like an old 60s Ford truck that has the steps on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they drive it up.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And the truck looks like it doesn't have 10 miles on it. It looks
Yeah, it's probably got more hours than it's got miles on it.
It's
Yeah.
never seen a road.
Mm-mm. I
Yeah.
got the original tires on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are cool though. Or an old bus that they shuttle people around, or an old van or whatever. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having one of those baggage conveyors that they drive around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where it comes off the front of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the ladder that they drive up to it. Sorry, I'm reading.
Sounds like my wildlife is coming to life out
I
here.
heard them. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Finally cooling down. Boy, it was hot here today.
It got hot here.
I was doing some brush hogging and some mulching in my garden and stuff like that, and man, it was just brutal out here today.
You still have your baby turkey?
My baby turkey did not make it, and we lost
Oh.
one of our little pullets today too.
Oh no.
It's just so hot, man.
They just
It is
can't.
so
Yeah.
hot. And I mean, they'll just drink themselves to death.
Mhm.
They'll drink and drink and drink because they don't know when to stop drinking. You
Right.
know,
Poor guys.
and,
Yeah, but you don't want to just leave them without water either.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm not going to be out there monitoring their water every 20, 30 minutes. I got things to do.
I remember hearing that about chickens. You had to be real,
yeah,
real careful with the water.
yeah. We've got 6 little pullets left. We still got 10 laying hens
Mm-hmm.
and a couple roosters, but one of our roosters is, I don't know, he's more of a pet. He's a little banny rooster.
Yeah.
And we've got these great big old fat hens who are like twice his size. And he can't even reach what he's supposed to, but he'll just go ahead and
Get out-
put
get
a little
out-
bit of
yeah.
wet on the tail feathers. But
He's one of them leg humpers.
he'll lotion up their tail feathers, but that's about it.
Oh, that's funny.
Look like a Chihuahua going after a Great Dane, huh?
Yeah, well, and the big rooster will get after him, but
Get out of
every
there.
once in a while he'll cut one from the herd,
Yeah.
And see, right now my lightning bugs are coming out.
Yeah. You
He
need
just
you need to
flew
make that
off.
rooster a little stool. So he can- hold on. Let me put this down here.
Yeah. It's never a dull moment out here on the farm, I'll
Oh,
tell
I
you.
know about it.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to make a video. I'm gonna be putting up a video by the end of the week. We're going to go get Mama Hoopty another horse. His name's Cowboy,
Oh, cool.
and he's a dapple gray.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, pretty horse.
That'd be pretty, yeah.
oh yeah. Well, we sold Tequila. She went to a home because she was a performance horse, and she really needed a job. And the only job she got around here was looking pretty and eating treats. Kind of like me.
But she was good at it. Yeah. I don't know about the pretty part, but I sure can eat some treats.
I do eat a few treats. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It's just so dadgum peaceful and quiet out here, man.
Oh yeah, I love it when you post those videos at night out there. I was like, when we go camping, that's how it is. That's how I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you,
I like to get out myself.
I don't know if you
Yeah,
can see in the back, if you can see the hay bales all rolled up back there.
Mhm.
We still
Yep.
got to get all those put up and all, but like 35 round bales, and we only put up 100 square bales. But yeah,
You go, Big Mike. I don't know if you can read that or not.
you know what? I'll tell you a story about guinea fowl. They are foul, all right. We had some of those little guineas, and we had several, and we got down to one, and he was the meanest little son of a gun you ever seen in your life.
Here for me.
And he kept coming after me. He would come after the kids and stuff. He liked my oldest son, but he was the only one he liked. Well, he raised from a chick,
Mhm.
but everybody else he hated. And he would wait till you weren't looking. He'd jump on your back and he'd flog you and all kinds of stuff. And anyway, he got a hold of my younger son's buddy by the leg, and I mean, he like laid him open. And I said, "All right, that's enough of that." And this guinea was about, 8 feet away. And I took a little chunk of wood I had, a little stick of firewood about like that. It's about that big around. And I threw it and I cracked him right in the head with it. And that dude, he flopped over and did the old flop and stuff. And he's like, I said, "That's what you get." I turned around and started walking off to go get a feed sack to put him in.
He
And
climbed
that
up.
son of a gun come after me. I was like, "Oh, hell no."
You know what? I'm rooting for that bird now.
Don't turn your back on him; they'll get you.
Yeah, so then a buddy of mine comes over. I was like, "All right." I see he quit coming after me for a little while. A buddy of mine comes over and he goes, "You got a guinea?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "That's so cool." And he squats down and here comes this guinea straight at him and jumps at him, and he catches him like this. He goes, "Oh, he just jumped in my lap." And I'm like, "Dude, you
Take
have
that
no
thing home with you.
you.
He's all yours.
I'm envisioning the ending of Terminator 2 here with this story.
I was like, "Dude," I was like, "You do not know how lucky you just got." And he's like, I said, "Dude, now that you've got him, take him home." And he's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Oh,
take
yeah,
him home with
yeah.
you." He's
I'll give you
like,
some feed
"Awesome."
and
I said, "No
everything.
takebacks, man. Here, you can even have a cat carrier to take him home in." And
I'll give you some food, everything. Just you can't
yeah,
bring him back.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he is yours, no takebacks. And he told me about a week later, he's like, "Man, that guinea is mean." It's like he chases
He
my
is?
kids all around the yard. And I'm like, "I told you."
I never knew he was mean. He's been the sweetest thing ever. He tried to kill me.
Oh, yeah, he was
Here we
horrible.
go. Hey, Dizzy,
Chicken and
what's up?
dumplings. Yeah.
Something tells me you can't take Dan E. Boyd anywhere.
What do you do?
You know,
now?
after that post about the body scanner, I'm going to have to agree.
I mean, you know, I don't know why they cast Johnny
Hey,
Knoxville for
knock it
back
off.
grandpa. There's Dan E. Boyd right
Oh.
there. And he probably just follow him around for a day.
He's a stunt man.
Yeah, just follow him around for a day.
Sorry.
My dog was out here harassing the cat.
Uh-oh.
My cat can pretty much defend himself, but every once in a while that dog gets ignorant. You know, he's
Yeah,
still
they-
a pup. He's only a year old. Oh. Man,
Well,
so glad it cooled off.
Travis, I appreciate you doing this for me. I got to jump off here though. And do
All right. Yeah, I probably ain't gonna be on too much longer because I got to get up at 4:30. So
Yeah, I do appreciate
showing up,
everybody
Jason.
over. Yeah, and helping me out in my time of need. Appreciate you, brother. Mike,
problem.
John, take care. Everybody in the
Yeah.
chat, get out there and fix something. I'm out.
All right, man. And then there were 3.
yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to get off here myself because I gotta get to bed here soon. 4:30 comes early, and I ain't got a day off for the next 14.
Wow.
Man.
Well, I'm getting ready for this big exam at work, so I got to be every day and do training. It's been a pain in the butt.
Good
Yeah.
luck with that, man.
Well, good luck. Yeah, for sure.
Well,
Man, I
I'll
tell
a raise if I get it. So
you,
if I pass this exam, I get $4 raise.
Wow,
that's a
nice.
good deal.
Go for it. Good luck.
Heck yeah.
Let us know how it turns out.
Oh, I will. But I'll holler at everybody later. Thanks everybody for showing up. I had 27 on this live at the peak, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good for my first evening live, so that's pretty good.
It's a good turnout.
Cool.
We'll see
Thanks
you.
everybody, and thanks Big Mike. Thanks John for coming in.
Been fun.
You
Yeah,
betcha.
I'll do this again. This was pretty fun.
Absolutely.
Watch out for those roosters.
We'll see you, buddy. Take care. all.
Later, guys.